Got a little announcement to make to everybody. Making our way out of Texas, going to North Carolina. Your hair was really tall.
Yeah.
So we're moving out of Texas, going to North Carolina.
Am I in this?
I don't know.
Can't see.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe if you do it down.
Oh,
Back.
better.
Down. Yeah.
You want a hair down moment?
Yeah. Sometimes I don't know whether one's up or down.
Just the life decisions. Sometimes are just.
It's too much for me.
Sometimes I need more decisions, like up, down, half up, half down.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm doing with that.
Did you know that coffee was a
Seed. I know.
That's weird.
It's not a bean.
The decision came a very long process. Amber, do you want to tell them about the story, the short story of the decision?
The short story.
Start with your birth.
Do you want me to tell the long story first or the short story first?
Tell the story that is the best and compact. Make it really good and compact.
What is the subject? What kind of story do you want me to tell?
About us moving to North Carolina.
Is it a funny story? A drama? A mystery?
Okay. Why don't you make it an emotional drama mixed with some humor?
So like a romantic comedy.
Yeah, I guess so. Make it a romantic comedy. Let's hear it. And you can do it in an Asian accent.
Oh my gosh, no.
It takes.
What?
Don't make me do the Asian accent because it sounds awful.
You do that. You're not very good at accents.
I'm not good
You're
at
right.
much of.
Let's not
anything.
display that.
You can start with you coming to Dallas. How about that?
Oh my gosh.
But you got to hit the highlights.
Okay.
Boom. Boom.
So
Boom.
I actually
Boom.
I was a Texan before Paige was a Texan.
Boom. First highlight. Hit him with the second one.
I was a nanny for
The story's really self-centered so far. The I has started
Well,
both of your sentences.
I know, well, that's just the third one you'll come in.
Is it gonna say I again in the third sentence?
Okay, so I was a
Okay.
nanny in Dallas. And I lived in these people's home for 1 year.
Above the garage.
Above their garage.
In a little apartment. Boom. Boom.
Yeah.
Boom.
Paige moved to Austin about a month after I moved to Dallas.
Yeah.
So we did long distance relationship.
So we're doing like November 1st. Wait,
2011.
November like 28, 2011. I came to Austin.
No, I came to Dallas. You didn't come to Austin until January.
January 1st or 2nd or something like
2012.
that. 2012. Stayed in Austin for what? 7, 8 months?
Yeah, I spent the summer in Aspen.
Yeah. We decided that, hey, maybe I'll live in Dallas because I want to be closer to my boo. Boo, boo. And then Amber's like, I don't think I'm going to stay at this job that much longer, so we're probably not going to stay in Dallas. And we hate Dallas.
Who doesn't hate Dallas?
White jeans, say what? So we
Yeah.
decided to move back to Austin.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, 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 boom. This is what, 6 point?
Yeah.
Okay, what happened
So
then?
now we've both been in Austin.
Fast forward to now.
For almost 5 months, we've been here in Austin.
Really? 7 and 5 is almost. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I've been here over a year now.
Yeah.
Because I'm starting to. It's funny when you live in a place for longer than a year, you start to see the same things happen. Like,
Kite Festival.
yeah, we did a kite festival twice. What else did we do twice? Thanksgiving.
South by.
South by Southwest twice. It's weird. I've never lived in a place longer than a year. Well, I mean, Boone, but I left a lot.
Your childhood.
Yeah, minus the 13 years I lived in my house in New York, and the 7 or 8 years I lived in Kernersville, the same house, and the and the 5 and 6 years I lived in college in the same town. Minus most of my 25 years of life. I haven't lived in the same place for more than a certain amount of time. Maybe it feels different. It feels different because I'm older and I can remember things. I make the decisions.
Yeah,
I choose.
You have never chosen to live in a place.
Chose. I've never chose to do.
I never chose to do this. Okay,
Let's
so
make a chose.
here we are living, and then
So my friend Ben's living in North Carolina, and he says, Paige, dude, I just got a job at this place. It's baller. Let me hook you up because I think we're hiring people. And I said, all right, let's do it. So at the time, I'm a temp at another place. And I'm like thinking, okay, is this going to turn full time? What's God telling us to do? Should we stay in Texas, move to North Carolina? Back and forth so much to Amber's like, okay, maybe my man can't make decisions, you know?
but he can make decisions.
Ah, there you go. I knew it was coming. So we like wrote down, this is a funny story.
Many
we were like,
reasons.
yeah, we weighed the pros and cons ad nauseum. And so
Yeah.
one day we were sitting here at this exact same spot, and I said, here's a piece of paper. Write down what state you want to move to. Put an NC or a TX for where you want to do. If you want to stay in Texas or move to North Carolina. And so we both get a minute and we write down. And then we both write down NC, North Carolina. So we show each other.
We wrote down Texas.
You wrote down TX and crossed it out, and then wrote NC down, and so
yeah,
did
that's
I.
right.
So then we showed each other, right? And we're like, okay, North Carolina it is. We're moving, but that's not all. Because then after that, I was sitting here and I was like, I don't have a good feeling about moving to North Carolina. You know?
Paige just had a knot in his chest.
Yeah, just a little like. Where were we?
You were talking about when we wrote it down.
So then I was like, I don't feel good about moving to North Carolina. And then after that, we said, okay, we're going to stay in Texas. And that was it.
Yeah, that was it.
We decided to stay in Texas.
That was last week.
That's obviously not the end of the story because we're
Yeah.
not staying in Texas. So then I made preparations. I went back to my job. It was a temp, and I said, hey, what's up? You know, I have a job offer, yada, yada. And they basically said, hey, you'll have a job at the end of the contract, but we can't hire you now. And I was like, okay, I'm cool with that. So then I called my job in North Carolina and said, hey, you know, I'm not going to take the position, and the reason is because of moving, because it's a job that I would have taken if it was in North Carolina. I'm sorry, if it was in Austin, hands down. And it was a job I would have taken if I was in North Carolina, but I'm in Texas, so the travel is the issue. Am I right so far on most of this? Okay, then what happened? I'm taking over. You gotta hit them. You gotta come back in and.
So then we went to SeaWorld.
Oh my God, it was the craziest trip.
I know. And
Because we thought like let's take a break.
look,
from all the
this is getting
decisions.
crazy. Let's go to SeaWorld.
Yeah, and everyone's like, let's go to Disney World. Well, that's where you go if you win something. We didn't win anything, so you can't go to Disney World. We went to SeaWorld. And let me tell you, it was an eye-opening experience.
Yeah.
Shamu's not there anymore. Kind of sad. And so we spent the majority of the first morning.
Crying.
Yeah.
In tears.
And then we rode the log ride. But the log ride's cool because at SeaWorld, you go down the log ride.
And it's all like...
Yeah, but instead of like water hits you, but when you go down thing, dolphins jump over.
I know. It was expensive.
Yeah, don't ever go there. It's a waste of money. Dolphins.
When we said we went to SeaWorld, we really mean we went to San Antonio.
Right, so we went to San Antonio for the day and saw the Alamo, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Cool on like a 2 out of 10. Cool. It's not like cool like we're like having a dance party at our house, bring your hula hoops cool. It's
Yeah.
like,
Cool, like...
like cool.
Yeah.
San Antonio.
Well, let's go eat some Mexican.
Cool. When you live in Austin, everything is like a step down from that.
Yeah.
So then I called the company in North Carolina, said yada yada, I can't come, you know, it's a money issue, and so yeah, we worked out a deal, and so we said okay, we are North Carolina bound. The drive through the mountains seems so hard. Far?
Far or hard?
Making our way back to North Carolina, spitting and burning our way out of Texas. It's hardly a home, hardly a home.